This is the I AM RAPAPORT Stereo Podcast. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo. I have my co-host, the 2015 podcast co-host of the year, Mr. Gerald Moody.
Yeah.
G Moody. Last name still rhymes with duty. We're doing big things. Yo, do you know that the have you checked out the YouTube page, Moody? You know that we got a YouTube page.
I've seen it, man. I've browsed through it. Looks good.
It's official. It's
Word
an
up.
official. It's not one of these bootleg YouTube pages. You know what I mean? Like you could play the I AM RAPAPORT Stereo Podcast at a party. You go to youtube.com/I AM RAPAPORT. It's just another notch in our belt. What's really good, Mr. Monetti? Like, what's going on? How does it feel to be the 2015 reigning podcast co-host of the year? And you know, we're heading into October, the final quarter of the year. Are you concerned that you will be relinquishing your title?
No, I have no challengers. This is going to be an ongoing thing. We're going to dominate this for the next few years and the foreseeable future. And this is how this is the order of things. We've came out of the pack, and this is what it is.
Yeah, it really kind of is what it is.
Yes.
And speaking of is what it is, I want to jump in to something that I'm really annoyed by. I'm really annoyed by this fucking guy, Kanye West. Again, the little midget bully who lives in a glass, like a glass bubble, still fucking with Taylor Swift. Still doing it.
What happened now?
He was performing in her hometown. You know, she's from Nashville. Kanye West is, I think he's 39 or 40. Taylor Swift, I think, is 24. And obviously, Taylor Swift is a woman. Kanye West is a man. And you know the controversy about the line, and then she recorded it. And if I was Taylor Swift, I'd sue this fuck for recording our conversation, number one.
Right.
Number two, instead of fucking with Jared Leto and Tom Hiddleston and these dudes, start fucking with a dude solely based on a guy that, like, fuck with Ghostface. Fuck with Ghostface Killer. Stop going with these Herbs, Jake Gyllenhaal, and all these cornballs, and let Ghostface let Ghostface try to wife you up, so somebody could regulate this, because
right.
Kanye West needs to be regulated. He was performing in Nashville the other day, and his line, you know, fuck Taylor Swift, I made that bitch famous. He did it a few times. He didn't just do it once. He did it a few times in her hometown.
Damn.
Like how Meek Mill and Drake, I don't care about that beef, but like, that's like a challenge. That's like a threat. Except for Kanye West's challenge and threat is to Taylor Swift.
I really don't understand that. I mean, I thought that beef was over.
No.
And
it ain't going to be over. I'm sorry, Moody. It's not going to be over because no one's ever going to tell him to stop, because if he wouldn't do this to any rapper. We're talking about a guy who the rapper The Game, called him, this is what allegedly called him or texted him or asked him in some way, shape, or form, he said, do you mind if I put a lyric out saying that I fucked 3 Kardashians, your wife being one of them? And He said, yes. So you know what kind of dude this is. I would say, you could say to The Game, respectfully, I would appreciate if you didn't use that line, Game.
Right.
And I bet you Game would be the type of dude who'd be like, respect, I understand that. But
yes.
Kanye West said yes. And he'll say, oh, I'm not going to stifle somebody else's creativity or the artistry. No, you just didn't want it with The Game. But Taylor Swift, you want to have a whole arena of people saying, fuck Taylor Swift, and you want to do the line over and over again. And he does his shows now
right.
on a stage that sort of hovers over the crowd. And I guess it's nice and it's cool. I want to go up on the stage. I want to fucking push him off the fucking thing. I want to push him off the fucking stage. Or why doesn't he get like a guy up there and talk shit to him, and then the last man standing gets to perform on the stage instead of doing this to Taylor Swift? The Game called you, he said. can I do this lyric about fucking your wife and fucking your wife's sister?
Damn.
And fucking your sister-in-law, Black China. And he said, yeah, I have no problem with that. You and then you still going at this girl. Soft, Duke. You whack. And then you talk about, this is art. And he'll veil it in art. You see, I'll tell you something about artists. They'll veil, it's my art, or I'm an artist. I've said this before. Just because you're an artist doesn't mean you have to be an asshole. You know, like, I'm an artist, I'm a sensitive artist. So what, Duke? You still a dude, you still a fucking guy. Like, I'm an artist, this is my art. My man, I don't give a fuck what it is. You're not who you think you are. You're not Degas, you're not Cartier-Bresson, the photographer. You're not Vincent Van Gogh. You're not fucking Pablo Picasso. You're not even the best rapper. You're just not. And you're still going with this 24-year-old girl. And karma, it gets everybody. It gets everybody. For him to go out of his way to be cursing this girl and try to defame. She's sold more records than him. He's saying, I made her famous. You didn't make her famous. You're not even on, like, she's bigger than him as far as like record sales and all that.
Right. But just think a grown man is going after a woman. Think of,
a 24-year-old woman.
Think of a grown man is got his concert, the fans going after some lady, some young woman. I mean, I would think you would be above that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm above that. You know, whatever. It's over. Let's rock out.
He said in this recent video, somebody said to remove that line, but I ain't gonna this is hip hop. And I ain't gonna let anybody step in the way of my art. Fuck you, Money. Why don't you make any of these lines and say any of this stuff about just a guy with a dick, just a person with a dick? Any other rapper you wouldn't go at like this. Nobody you wouldn't go at like this.
He knows that.
It's so whack. And he got these people chanting, fuck Taylor Swift and all that. This guy's a clown, man. This guy is a clown.
Yeah. He knows. He might have a little, like they say, he might have a little mental illness thing going, man.
Nah, he don't have a mental illness. You're giving him an excuse. He doesn't have a mental illness. He knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't have... Listen, everybody understands and respects boundaries at a certain point. Otherwise, if you're not, then you wind up in jail. But the average person, they respect and understand boundaries. Even the criminals understand and respect boundaries. Okay? Speaking of criminals and boundaries, so the shit hit the fan with me on the Howard Stern show this week with Baba fucking Bowie, stuttering JD, and Jason the Fat Elephant Kaplan, who most people don't know. But now he's on the top of my shit list. Jason Kaplan is one of the producers at the Stern Show. He's about 320 pounds of good loving. He's fully haired. He's a fat elephant. And they tried to flip the script on me. They were going off saying they wanted to kick me out of my Pride and Joy Fantasy Football League, the Emotional Friends Stern League Fantasy Football League, because of my emails and my this and that. And it was going on and on and on. And it was happening in real time. And my phone was ringing. I'm in Los Angeles at like 5:15 a.m. It was ringing nonstop. Texting nonstop. I thought something was wrong. I thought there was some sort of problem, like there's an earthquake or something real happened. And they're saying that, and then I get on the phone after calling me and harassing me for 30 minutes at 5 in the morning. First of all, they're saying I'm the one who's a pain in the ass. You motherfuckers just woke me up. It's 5 in the morning. So I woke up at 5 in the morning, naked, nude, with a nose strip on, and got on the phone with Stern, Robin Quivers, and defended myself against Baba Gorilla, Jason Kaplan, and JD, who's a sweating, stammering, stuttering little prick who laughs at his own jokes. And it used to be fun. It ain't fun no more.
Right.
Okay? You guys thought that you were gonna humiliate me, and you were gonna not let my son and the 14-year-old guru not draft with me, and I wasn't gonna be able to make it work. Well, what did you do, you fuck? You single-handedly, you three at the Stern Show, you created the Juru, the fantasy football beast that I've turned into. Oh, and it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop, okay? And Howard doesn't want it to stop, and Robin doesn't want it to stop. I am going to jump on that gorilla back, Gary, and ride you into the fucking desert until you can't carry me no more. And Jason Kaplan, you beast, I'm going to shave you down, okay? I'm going to shave you down and I'm going to butter you up, okay? Nice, real nice. And I'm going to stuff an apple in you, okay? And I'm going to do things that unspeakable, unthinkable to you, Jason Kaplan. And JD, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to get you one of those big bottles of Blue Keels Astringent. Because you greasy fuck you. You tried to turn on me, the Gringo Mandingo. Ha. I'm not even going to touch you because you look like you smell bad and you look like you need a big blue bottle of Keels Astringent. Okay?
The best.
Because you got oily skin and I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. They tried to bring me down, Moody. They tried to rip me down and defame me, defame the name, defame the game. But it don't stop. I mean, Moody, you know me my whole life. Shit talking.
Yes, I have.
Is that not like that's like when with high level shit talking? That's like a baby blanket to me. Like that's like my soft space. That's my safe haven. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, that's light work, man. That's light work for you.
I mean, you've seen me snap on dudes, drug dealers, killers, out in the streets where the stakes are high, where you have to make it funny. Or you dudes might really fight, so there's a fine line. Like, you got to snap, you got to make it funny, but it can't be personal. Like, you've seen this, correct?
Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen you dress guys and simmer down a potential tense situation.
Yes. So this is light work for the Stern Show people. They tried to defame the name and defame the game. But it don't work like that for me. I'm coming at you harder, rougher, and raw. What else is going on, Mr. Monetti?
I was watching the debates. They need a new moderator. They need a black guy. You understand? A black man. And I'm saying somebody like Sam Jackson, Debo, somebody that can control the situation. Trump ran over this guy, but if it was a real, authentic black man and not a cheap imitation of a white guy, we wouldn't have none of this shit. That was terrible, man. They need you. Donald Trump is a New York guy. He's quick. You need somebody comparable, and you just can't. If you're gonna get a black guy, get a black guy. You know what I'm saying? And Donald, and he was like telling Lester Holt, I got it. No, he wouldn't stop talking. If you had a real guy, then you wouldn't have that. Donald Trump would be put in his place. Yeah, you know?
Sam Jackson, I mean, we suggested Aiello, but Sam Jackson or Debo, the actor, that would be great because that would keep him in line right quick. Like Sam Jackson would be, no, motherfucker, you don't got it. I'm the motherfucking moderator. Like, that would be good.
And Debo's look would put Donald Trump in his place.
Yes, just a look. Like Debo wouldn't have to raise his voice, but Sam Jackson would be good. Motherfucker, did I say speak?
Yeah, I mean that was terrible, man. And just get this guy out of here, man. Let him do his shit on the NBC shit. And then Donald Trump, after it was over, Hillary was shaking his hand, Lester Holt. Donald Trump just flicked him, just walked right off. Said, "Fuck this guy."
Flicked him crazy.
That's that bullshit. You can't. If you're gonna get a black dude, get a black dude, not a cheap imitation of a white dude. Fuck that. Real dude.
That's a good point. Aiello would be good. Sam Jackson, Debo, Terry Crews with no shirt on would be great.
Yeah. Some UFC fighter.
Yeah, get a UFC dude with cauliflower ears and all that old fly shit. Yo, did you hear about my man at the Yankees game who tried to propose to his girl and dropped his ring?
Oh, I saw that.
Duke, you played yourself, man. He seems like a sweet dude, but you played yourself, man. He dropped the ring.
Maybe that's a sign.
Huh?
Maybe that's a sign.
Yeah, man. I mean, this guy seems like a sweet guy, but you got to hold your head, Duke. Like, yo, I think that you're right. That might be a sign.
Yeah, I would think twice about it after that. I'd be like, yo, I don't know, man. You know, I'm a spiritual cat, and shit like that happen. I got to think twice. Maybe God don't want me to get hitched with your ass.
Yeah, we got to shut this shit down. What else is up, Moody? There's some freaky shit going on in New York, man. There was a couple, SOHO, wealthy. You know, they live in SOHO. SOHO is a part of Manhattan, like, you know, like it's like the chic, coolest, most elite place to live in Manhattan. One of the most elite places to live. They went to the Sundance Film Festival, and they tried to freak off out there.
Wow.
And they got themselves, they tried to get this girl, you know, to freak off, a little S&M threesome, freaking off with the whips and the chains and the pills and all that old craziness. And the girl blacked out.
Of
and
course.
Then she woke up. She was violated. She had all kinds of suction cup marks on her, and bites, and swollen lip, and vaginal pain, and like bruises and suction marks. I don't know what kind of, like, what, giving her hickeys. I don't know what kind of, but it was a man and a woman, a couple. They did this, and they got arrested.
Good.
Because they gave her pills, and they gave her drinks and all that. You didn't hear about these two?
Nah. But I'm saying, how is that, like, beating a motherfucker up? How is that sex? And
I don't know.
How could a person get aroused by that? If I see you coming at me with a whip, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit gonna hurt.
Right. That's not fun.
That's not fun. And I wouldn't want to beat nobody up. It's called love making.
Right. Or freaking off.
Yeah. It's a good thing. You bring a whip, you bring a fucking bowling ball, you throwing a bowling ball at, what the fuck?
Yeah, what are you trying to do? It's not a gang fight.
Yeah, that's terrible, man.
It's the I Am Rapaport podcast, and we'll be right back. All right, at DraftKings.com, you don't need to come in first place to win money. Okay, a guy who came in 800th place in the first week of fantasy football won $100. Okay, this weekend, DraftKings is hosting another huge fantasy football contest with over $1 million in total prizes up for grabs. DraftKings is the destination for 1 week fantasy football. 1 week fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want, with the players you want. Just pick your contest, draft your team, and follow all the action live. Renew all rivalries. Play people you like, you don't like. Yeah, you think you know what you're doing? Why don't we play at DraftKings for $20, $5, $1, whatever you're into, okay? Whatever level of fantasy expertise you have, DraftKings has something for you. Go to DraftKings.com, choose your players for this week's contest, enter the promo code Rapaport, and play for free with your first deposit. The promo code is Rapaport to play for free of your share of over $1 million. Only at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com. Eligibility and restrictions apply. See the website for details. And as always, oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be dancing my ass off, taking on all comers. No Bruno, okay? At DraftKings.com/I AM Rapaport. They customized the league. Things got so out of control, they customized the league for the I Am Rapaport people that want to challenge me, the Gringo Mandingo. I know a lot of people think, I say, like the Stern Show people, come, let's go head up. Let's go head up in the monkey cage at DraftKings. And this is not about money. If you want to do it for some money, we could do that. But it's about the shit talk. It's about the love. It's about the blood, the guts, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. We could do it for $1.50. We could go for free, just for the pure, sheer excitement of trying to dance with the Gringo Mandingo. Okay? Go to DraftKings.com/I AM Rapaport if and when you want to dance with me. Because I know I want to dance with you.
If you're loving this podcast, you should tell a friend about it.
Spread the word about podcasts you think they would enjoy.
There's something for everyone, from entertainment and lifestyle
to news and politics
to sports and more.
Share it on social media.
Tripod.
Believe it or not, some people don't know how great podcasts are.
Or even how to find and listen to them.
You can help change that with a click.
Tell your friends about your favorite podcast.
And don't forget to tell us what you shared with the hashtag Tripod.
TRYPOD.
Tripod.
Thanks for spreading the word.
You know how in India they have arranged marriages? Check this one out. This girl it was arranged for her to marry, according to the village customs, a stray dog.
What?
According to the village customs in India, she married a stray dog. The whole village is in support of this woman, but the woman isn't too happy.
I could see why she isn't too happy.
I thought you was a dog lover. I thought you'd be all right with this story, man.
Nah, I'm not marrying no fucking dog. Wheezy is right here in front of me, sleeping on a Casper bed right in front of me. Wheezy, I love you. You're my best friend. I like Wheezy more than I like anybody else. He looks me in the eyes. I feel the love. Okay? He's like a child. But we're not getting married, Wheezy. I don't swing like that. Even if you were a girl, I don't get down like that.
Yeah, so she was not too happy, and during the wedding, the dog fell asleep, and he took a crap, and they're living happily ever after right now. So I don't know. It's arranged marriages. It's like you can't say. Is it possible to say I'm not marrying this dog? What would happen?
Or what if you want to marry another dog? Since I got to marry a dog, what if I'm not attracted to this dog? What if I prefer like somebody more my type? Can you at least say what kind of dog you want to marry?
I'd say no. I'd say, what's going to happen? You can't kill me. That should be against the village's customs.
I'm sure it don't get down. Any village that is cool with that, I'm sure they're doing some wild shit. If you hear a little buzzing in the background, you hear the buzzing?
No,
Moody?
I don't hear that.
These cocksuckers, they're back. I'm fucking recording here, you cocksucker. Hey, asshole. These motherfuckers, they're cutting hedges and shit. What the fuck? It'll go away. Hey, you know how you say, bad luck? You got bad luck?
Yeah.
People say that it's not my day. Well, you ain't got nothing on this prick in Australia. This prick was bitten on his loaf 5 months ago by a venomous spider while he was using a portable toilet. Now, I don't know if my man pisses sitting down or what, but 5 months later, this asshole was bitten on his loaf again by a spider. This is real shit.
Jesus. Wow.
All loaves matter. My man, you need to check your loaf, man. Like, like Beastie Boys, check your head. You need to check your loaf. How could that happen 2 times in a lifetime, let alone 2 times in 5 months? Check your loaf, Duke.
Oh, my God. Yo, damn. What luck. What luck.
Yeah.
I see Derrick Rose looking. They had clips of Derrick Rose in practice, looking really good. I expect my man D Rose to have a fantastic year, and I expect him to miss a couple of games unless he settles and gives the sneaker chaser what she wants.
Yeah, give her the money.
And to the players out there, yo, you don't know these women. Don't engage in no text. Be very vague with the text, because they could come back to haunt you.
Right. Be very vague. You got to speak cryptically. You can't speak outwardly and blunt.
Yeah.
You can't be blunt on the text, talking all that fly shit. Doesn't work in this day and age, because 7 months later, a year later, the same shit that you said on late night on your couch when you was watching ESPN repeats might come back to haunt you.
And then those texts will be on ESPN, the screen.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Just like my man Jim Carrey, they shitting on him. They got messages where he said, "Have you thought about my cock today?"
Oh, shit. Shit, man.
You know, and they dragging my man Jim Carrey through the mud, and got his texts all out there. Very embarrassing for my man, and it's terrible, man.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you, man. It's not good. I hope Jim Carrey, is innocent. I hope Derrick Rose is innocent. I really hope they are. I say I hope they're found innocent. I hope they truly are innocent. Yo, October 14th, Las Vegas, Nevada, at Vinyl at the Hard Rock Hotel. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast World Tour continues. October 16th at Stand Up Live in Phoenix, Arizona. Tickets are now available at www.IamRapaportTour.com. Okay, we're gonna get nuts in Vegas. That's just a fact. Yeah. That's going down for real. Like the song, "It's Going Down for Real." We're gonna get wild in Vegas. Okay, and then 2 nights later on the 16th at Stand Up Live in Phoenix, we're gonna get it pop-a-loppin'.
For sure.
Gee, you know what I'm wearing? I don't mean to make you jealous, but I am wearing soft ass I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast t-shirts, new joints. I'm wearing the fantasy football and chill, soft ass, butter soft I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast t-shirt. We got the New York Psychoanalytical Institute t-shirt, and we got the G Monetti classic logo.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have
that.
my face. You could be walking around with G Moody, last name rhymes with duty, with his face plastered on your t-shirt. Go to districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport. What else is crack-a-lackin', Monetti?
Oh man, the house is coming along, man. Walls are being put up. I want to put something out here, man. When the house is finished, I'm putting it out that if anybody is in interior decorating and you want to decorate the Gloom Tomb, I'm putting it out there that it's open for anyone who's an interior decorator who wants to hook up the house and get promoted and, make it look very nice.
Give them love, because you can't take on a job like that. It's a big, beautiful brownstone in the boogie down Bronx.
Right. So I am relieving my duties of that, because I know I will make it look like trash. So I want to give it to a professional decorator to kind of make it look like it's supposed to.
No doubt. This thing I'm gonna break down right now was disturbing, because I'm not with any sort of injustices towards anybody of any shape, size, color, sex, sexual preference, especially not on women, any of it.
Right.
These two dudes, these New York dudes, gay dudes, openly gay, they talk about. The reason why I'm saying that is because, I'll tell you, it's crazy. These dudes were in San Francisco out there for a party. It's actually a leather-themed festival. I don't know why I didn't get an invite, because I would love to go to a leather-themed festival, especially in San Francisco. These cocksuckers pulled up in a minivan, and attacked them. They got away. They tried to fucking beat him up, cursing at him. One of the dudes sprayed him with mace. And they were beaten up and shook up. But you know what I was thinking? If gay men can't walk around the streets of San Francisco safe, where can they walk around safe? Because San Francisco, they're about it. Like you're not just gonna go up to San Francisco on some I don't like homosexual shit and get out of there alive. Them dudes don't play that shit up there.
Right. The dudes that beat them up are gay themselves.
And they're angry and they're suppressed, right?
Yep. Yep, that's what it is. Because what is the reason for doing that? These people
Like you don't have
harm
nothing
anyone.
better to do. You
Right.
you don't have like you can't download a movie or I don't know work out or smoke some weed or drink yourself into a fucking into oblivion. You want to go, like with an agenda to go out and attack two young dudes in San Francisco that had a fun-filled leather-themed festival on a Saturday night. You can't get no chicks. You got nothing better to do. Fuck you. Fuck you, these guys that did that. So those dudes in New York, they're New York dudes, young dudes, Neil, and my man Jeff White. Yo, if me and Moody were there, we will hold you down, man. These guys are soft, man.
Yeah, that's like cowardice, and especially if you know these are human beings too, and you go out of your way to assault them. That means you have some suppressed gay. You're gay. It's suppressed. So why don't you just join them at the festival?
You should have came out at the party. Yo, they would have been nice to you. You could have picked up anything you wanted out there. It was a leather-themed festival, but you don't want to do that. You want to beat dudes up that you know are not out there looking to fight.
Yep. Sucker shit, man.
That's whack. Yeah, that is sucker shit. I don't know, Moody. I can't call it. You know, I got to be honest. I don't know when people are listening to this, but I was a little rattled by the Howard Stern thing. I'm focused. I play this animal on Sunday, by the name of Baba Booey, Fafa Fooey, Gaga Gorilla. I play him in fantasy football on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I'm focused. I'm ready to take this monkey down. We've talked about.
Do you have Odell Beckham on your team? Because he seems to be losing his mind, and I'm saying, is he part of your team? And does the antics mean you bench the guy?
Well, I have him on one team. I don't have him in my Stern League team. I wouldn't bench him, but I am concerned about him because like the crying and the kicking and he's like, I just love the game so much. No, Duke, that ain't about that. It's about you. It's about you not getting any touchdowns yet. He played good. I think he outplayed Josh Norman by a little bit, but that wasn't enough. They didn't win, and he didn't get no touchdowns, and they have a slew of receivers, and it's that pretty boy, I'm used to getting all the attention.
Yeah.
It's not going my way, whining and crying behavior. It ain't nothing to do with men. It's just, again, it's boundaries. It's boundaries. Yeah. Like, yo, it's just what they let them get away with. But it comes from being, like it's not, I just love the game so much, it just hurts to lose. Bullshit, man. If it hurts to lose so much, get out there and make the plays to help the team win. And he played good. It was his best game of the season. But it's not like the standards that he set the first 2 years because, number one, the Giants have other weapons at wide receiver. And number two, there's so much attention on him because he is so good. But you can't just be good physically. You got to be good mentally. And I think mentally, he's just he's caught up. He's caught up in the fashion and the hair. He's kicking and fucking banging on field goal posts. I mean, like the
kicking nets.
Yeah. And what are you're crying? It's game 3. You're crying. Come on, man. Chill out with the theatrics, man. It's not that serious. The theatrics.
You know what that's showing to the league, that we could get into this guy's head. And if he doesn't score, he has a lot of dances and routines lined up for the score. So
that's what it is.
Right? So he wants to show the whip, the nay-nay, or I don't know, the motherfucker, all kind of dances. I don't know what kind of shit they got today. But that's why.
He's like, he's not, fuck, I didn't score a touchdown. He's like, fuck, I've been working on this dance all week, and I can't unleash it.
Yes.
He's like, fuck, I've been working on dances for the past 3 weeks and in the off season. Didn't you see the video of me at Drake's house? He's ready to do like like some other shit. That's exactly what it is, Monetti. And that's why you continue to be the 2015 podcast co-host. No one can touch you.
Yes. This is true.
So we talked about this a lot, and I'm going to leave this to you, and you could reiterate your feelings on this. Again, in Georgia, listen, I've never been to Georgia. I have nothing against the great state of Georgia.
Right.
I have nothing against it. A Georgia substitute teacher was arrested, a woman, 38, pretty, cute. This is a cute teacher, substitute teacher, for having sex with not one, but two of her students. Now, Moody, for the new listeners of the I AM RAPAPORT Stereo podcast, tell us about your experience with your female teachers throughout the years.
I never got any inclination. No, they never looked at me as they wanted to get with me, but I would. Now that I see it so prevalent throughout the nation and it's happening everywhere, I said I would love to fuck one of the teachers. I wouldn't say nothing. It's always in the paper. Someone's telling.
Oh, I'm not ratting you out, Mrs. Smith.
Of course
this
not.
Teacher's name is Mrs. Rich. If you had come to me when I was 17, rest assured, it would just be our little secret.
Yeah. I mean, really. And, the teachers are human beings, and some of the boys are kind of big. And so, they're attracted to them. But I don't see, they shouldn't be fucking hung out to dry. They should be at a hospital, but they're not criminals.
And rest assured, 16, 18, that's about the limit. But rest assured, these young guys, they're not victims in it. They were in there like, yo, I'm fucking a teacher. Like, It wasn't like they were like, oh, what's happening to me? I get it if it's a man and a woman, but the dude, 99, now, I get it. I'm totally serious, but me at 16, I'd have been like, yo, I'm fucking the teacher. Like, yo, this is fucking crazy. This is insane. And like nowadays, like you'd be texting, yo, I just left Mrs. Rich house. Yo, you're not going to believe the shit we did today. It got even iller. So I mean, I don't know how these teachers keep getting busted, and I'm not making light of any sort of playing around, but with any sort of rape or anything like that. I'm not with any of that. But for most 16-year-old kids or an 18-year-old kid, especially the 18-year-old, to freak off with the teacher, that's like, yo, I am that dude. And when you look at the teacher, you're like, yo. Other kids have been like, yo, you got game. Like you're about it. Like I respect that 16-year-old and I respect that 18-year-old. But it never. It never crossed any teacher's mind to have any kind of thing like that with me. And we were in the public school system of New York. The teachers were exactly what you thought they were. Now, I don't know if they're like that now. It seems like, there might be some hipster, like young teachers, but it was just old, crusty, shit. Yeah. But even when they were I actually had one mildly attractive teacher when I went to Martin Luther King High School for the 11th and 12th grade. There was one teacher that was cute. You think that she was like, Mr. Rapaport, can you stay after class with me? No, she wanted to get me the fuck out of there as soon as possible. I was a goddamn pain in the ass.
Oh man, I mean that at 16, 17, that's a dream, man. To be approached, because you can't bag the teacher. They approach you and say
exactly
right. That's that's a dream.
Yeah, it's a dream situation for the boys. The girls, I'm not with that. Stay away from the young girls, you scumbags.
Yeah,
all right. The I AM RAPAPORT Stereo Podcast is sponsored by Casper Mattress. Casper is an obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. It combines a springy latex and supportive memory foam to create an award-winning sleep surface. Free shipping and returns in the United States and Canada. You could try a Casper mattress for 100 nights risk-free in your home. If you don't love it, they will pick it up and refund you everything. That is what you call customer satisfaction. It's made in America. Go to www.casper.com/Rapaport. That's www.casper.com/Rapaport. Get $50 off any mattress using the code Rapaport. Terms and conditions apply. They have sheets, they have pillows, and now, ladies and gentlemen, Casper has dog beds. Shit is real. Casper has dog beds. My dog Wheezy is laying on his Casper dog bed right now. He's looking at me right now going, what are you talking about? And I'm talking about you, Wheezy, because I see you. I see you sleeping and resting comfortably on your Casper dog bed. Monetti, what else you got, man?
Oh, man, the weather in New York is crisp. It's like Frank Sinatra said, the late Frank Sinatra, autumn in New York coming around the bend. I like it. This is my favorite time of the year. Football Sundays, I'm with that. All that good stuff, yo.
All right, well, listen, we're going to be in Vegas October 14th, live. The live shows are fantastic. Me and G Monetti's first time in Vegas. And then October 16th in Phoenix. What can I say? We're out. Play some funk. These are all G Moody beats. We call them Moody beats.
Yes.
All one of a kind, crafted by G Monetti. Shout out to the entire Rapper Pack. Shout out to all the listeners, all the fans. We see all the tweets. I try to respond to everything, which has gotten me in trouble in the past, but that's just the type of dude I am. I appreciate the love. Moody,
Yes.
Jordan Winter, and Miles Davis, the two best podcast producers in the business. We see it all. We talk about it amongst ourselves. I brag about it.
Yes.
It literally makes my heart race sometimes.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
we appreciate all the love. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, and we're out.
Out.